Ladies and gentlemen, get ready for an experience like no other. Tune in every Monday at 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time for The Mary D. Show, where the ordinary meets the extraordinary. The Mary D. Show brings you powerful insights and inspiring stories from a diverse range of guests. Join our incredible host, Mary D. Welch, as she sits down with thought leaders, business owners, and changemakers, sharing their journeys and successes. From career professionals and entrepreneurs to educators and beauty advisors, Mary D. Welch interviews sports figures and health enthusiasts, offering a platform for extraordinary voices. Explore the world of extraordinary people and places in business and finance, homes and real estate, beauty and wellness, education and empowerment, sports and health, and more. Want to be a guest on the show? Call 619-669-8603 or email Mary at marydwelch.com. Visit www.marydwelch.com to learn more.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Mary D. Show. We're back today on a beautiful Monday. When I tell you it's beautiful, I think it's like 85, maybe 90 outside. Woo! That's not bad, actually, for a summer here. We've had 100 days of 100. You know, that's not unusual. We don't live in Southern Cal, though that's just how it is. But, you know, I think I've adjusted to it. I just kind of like go with the flow. But anyway, I want to say hello, everybody. I want to welcome everyone to the Mary D. Show. I like to say hi, our live viewers. Hello, live viewers. Hi, replay viewers. If you're here, however you get here, hi. It doesn't matter. I'm glad you're here. I'd like to thank you to our sponsors for the show. The sponsors for today's show, we have the Idea Club. If you want a 501c3, if you like to get a S Corp or a C Corp, then you want to talk to the Idea Club. It's theideaclub.com. And you can go there and get those things taken care of. They'll even help you with they'll help you with nonprofit. They'll help you with, if you're a for-profit, it doesn't matter. They'll help you with the LLC, any of that. Just go there and they'll help you with that. Also, wanted to thank Front Page Publishing. For those of you looking to publish a book, if you have a book, this is what I always say this. If you don't have a book, you can go to Front Page Publishing. There's ghostwriters, editors, all of that there. You can get whatever that need is to get the book published. If you are writing a children's book, you need an illustrator, Front Page Publishing. Just go there and you can get all of that taken care of. So you can do that too. Many of you are familiar with First Book Academy. If you're writing your first book, some of you have manuscripts, meaning you've already written the book. All you need now is just direction on how you need it edited. And you just need someone to work with you on your book. So you can email. I do work with writers all the time. I have clients that work some of their first book. Some it's not their first book. They've already written their first book, but they want somebody to help them with their next book. So it just depends on where you are. It's not, there's one thing about this. It is not cookie cutter. It is not cookie cutter. Let me just stress that to you. It's really all about you and where you are. So you can just take it from there. So I just want to make sure that we thank the sponsors for the show. Okay. And then we want to thank our executive producer. Hi, babe. Oliver's in the background. You guys know Oliver is the quiet one of Oliver and Mary. I'm as they call me, the social butterfly. But I have my wings because my husband's right there keeping me I guess you could say not just going, but just keeping me focused and just doing the things I love. So hi, babe. He's in the background. So I want to make sure you get all of that before we get into today's show. And before we go into today's show, I see we have comments from, is it Joan? Hi, Joan. Joan says, "Good afternoon. Nice of you to make it, Joan. I'm glad you stopped by." And then I see a comment from, and this Nanette. Hi, Nanette. How are you? You said Marianne Oliver. I know. Thank you. Always good to see you, Nanette. Always. And then we have, I think that's Elaine. Is that you, Elaine? I see right here. Elaine says, hi, Mary. Whack in a little early. All right. You able to start with it? Wow. Well, thank you. You know, now everybody knows Nanette and Elaine are super fans. They're super fans, ladies and gentlemen. Hi, Elaine. Elaine is going to come on the show. Just she knows it. We just haven't got the date together yet. But Elaine is a powerhouse for scholarships for your kids. So those of you have either children or grandchildren are going to college, higher education, and they need money. As many of you know, higher education has gotten more and more expensive. Well, it's like everything has, by the way, but it's definitely a small fortune to get your education. It really is. So you want to get in touch with Elaine. And I'm going to make sure I put my contact information in the chat for those of you that want to get in contact with me. I'll make sure that the phone numbers, you can call or email. And then I think I see another super fan, and that is Antonio. Hi, Antonio. I tell you. And hi, Lori. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show, both of you. It's always good to see you. I know today's show is different. I haven't done this for a minute. I don't have a guest. No. I'm saying that because, you know, I like it when I talk to you. I like it when we have guests. I like it both ways. There's no way I can tell you I don't like the show. I do. I enjoy when we can talk or when we have guests both ways. Either way, doesn't matter. But I know we had Edward Fairley. He's been the guest for the last 2 weeks. I said, you know, you might want to give this man a break. But he's coming back, though. He is going to be back. And his topic is the name of his company is No Love Incorporated. And I can tell you right now, he will be coming back. But right now, I said, I just wanted to talk to you guys and just give him a break at the same time. But and let you know that you really mean a lot to me. Those of you that have been here, as I call the super fans, I want to do something. I think I could have shared it with you guys already. I can't remember. And it was about the subscription I'm starting. I haven't sent it out yet, but it'll be coming out soon. And the super fans they're going to get monthly. They're going to get a newsletter. I come on, I do a special Zoom with the super fans. We come on and we get to talk and get to know one another. Because some of you I've seen, I know I've met Nanette and I met Elaine. I've never met Antonio, except I have seen, we've been on Zooms together. Joan, I don't think we've met at all. But once you subscribe, you will actually be, and I'm sorry, it's just Asher and Tori. Hi, Asher and Tori. Hi, welcome. So that you become you become part of the what is it called? It's an Insight. So I want to say Insight Circle. Don't quote me on that, but we will. It creates more intimacy with the that I'm having. It is a subscription. But I tried to make it. I'll put it like this: it's the cost of a Starbucks coffee. Everybody know how much Starbucks coffee costs, right? It's a small fortune. But I still drink it, so that's all I would tell you. So it's gonna cost the price of a Starbucks coffee, and I say that because you're gonna get so much more than that. You really are. So I will let you know more about that. It will come on an email, and I'll share that with you. It'll come on probably email and a text. It'll talk about those of you that like to subscribe, and it'll give you a link and you'll be able to subscribe. All righty. I'll tell you more. As time goes on, you get more and more information about that. And I see now I've been saying I've said Inoko's name. I wish you could come on and tell me how to say it correctly, Inoko. Because I've been saying Inoko forever. But then I heard someone else say it, and I said, oh, I said her name wrong all this time. But you never corrected me, but that's okay. I say your name in love. And it's really Inoko, I think, instead of Inoko. I say that I was pronouncing an A as an O. But anyway, greetings of love and courage from Anako Jaira Salome Foundation and Crime Survivors for Safety and Justice, Inland Empire, California. Wow. Wow. Greetings. I'm glad you're here. This is another super fan, by the way, ladies and gentlemen. She's a super fan because she comes on, really all the time, all the time. And I never know if you're here or are you and she travels a lot to Washington, D.C., so I never know. I never know. And Elaine says, I love to hear you bring information. She says, oh, do you? Elaine, you know what it is? I'm going to tell you what my own children tell me. They say, Mom, you will say a joke and you start laughing. They're like, you won't even let other people laugh at the joke. You're laughing at the joke. And I said, yeah, that's true. I said, because I think it's funny. Maybe I just think it's funny. So maybe that's what it is. What Elaine, you sound like that's what the boys tell me all the time. They're like, you laugh at your own jokes. I was okay. Yes, we met through Shirley Coates. Okay. Well, welcome to the show. Welcome. Come back anytime. Every Monday, live. Same back channel. Same. I'm only everybody. Been here for 4 years now. 4 years. I can't believe it. Can't believe it. And I think, ladies and gentlemen, I am still figuring it out. I'm gonna tell anybody. I'd be lying if I said I had all the answers, but I come on and I just love being here. I don't know if you can tell that. Oh, it's okay. Thank you. you know my heart, right? You know my heart. You know my heart. That's what. I just want you to know. I think for me, this is a dream come true to be here for you. And I think I just get so much out of it. I just get so much. Oh, I love you too, sweetheart. You know I do. You know I do. We met. I'm gonna tell you the stories of how we met. I met as I was a counselor with the Upward Bound program at UC Riverside, and I think I was 18 or 19 years old, and that's when we met. So it's been. I'm telling you, when I tell you it's been a journey. I've now been in Riverside, or you say Inland Empire, because we live in Riverside, but I worked in San Bernardino County for over 30 years. Over 30 years. And so, but I've always gone between the two counties, which is so interesting to me, because to me, they're definitely sister counties. They might as well, in some ways, be the same county, but they're next door neighbors. But I just, between those two, Upward, I've done a lot with I love teenagers. There's a love in my heart for teenagers. So that tends to be the group I work with. What? Ireland and Amsterdam, 3 weeks of, wow. You got to tell me about what that was like. I've been to Amsterdam. Never been to Ireland, but I have been to Amsterdam. Did you go to Anne Frank's house? Did you go there? Because I did not go to Anne Frank's house when I was there. I went to, where did I go in Amsterdam? It was museums. I went to see the museums, but I always said I'm coming back to Amsterdam. I haven't been back yet, but you never know. That's one of those. Oh, you did? Okay, see? That's one of those. I know. But I don't know why I went to all kinds of museums. I just liked, you didn't go to, you did go, or you didn't. You did go to Anne Frank's, but not the museums. Yeah. The museums are really nice. And, you went to Iceland. I've never been to Iceland. You're the second person that I know went to Iceland recently. I just talked to someone else that went to Iceland recently. So I've heard this. And you went to Norway too? Wow. You go. Oh. I'm looking for that. Sounds so nice. I bet you did need it though. I will bet you needed it. I can almost guarantee. And we need to talk. Let me tell you that too. We do need to talk. There's some things coming up, and I definitely want to partner with your organization with some upcoming ideas and things going on in the IE. The IE is booming, ladies and gentlemen. It is population-wise, we have just gone crazy out here with the numbers of people. But years ago, when I first came here, no one could have told me it would be like this, where if I'm just trying to go to Moreno Valley, I better think about it, because it's going to be traffic on that freeway. I don't care. It doesn't even matter anymore almost what time of day. Kind of later at night, it's not too bad. But daytime, it's packed. Everything is packed. If you want to go get something to eat, it's packed. If you wherever you doing, it's packed. I drove by this past week. This was in I'm gonna tell you exactly what time it was because I remember looking over at the shopping center, going to Moreno Valley, looking at the shopping center from the freeway, and the parking lot was packed, and it was 1 o'clock in the afternoon. And I looked over there. I said, 1 o'clock in the afternoon, and the place is packed. It was just unbelievable to me. They could be 1 o'clock and it's like this, not in the evening. No, packed. So it just tells you people are doing things. They I don't know what they're doing, but they're out doing stuff. Okay, you said you're tired and exhausted. No, I thought you went for rest. You're tired and exhausted. But you know what? It takes a lot out of you to travel. So I do understand. It does. When you travel, I'm gonna speak for me. I'm tired. I this is how I plan. When we travel, wherever we need to be, we go in a day early. Wherever that is, we don't wait. We don't go in the day up. No. Because all I have to do is get on the plane and get there, and I'm tired. And you would think that's all you're doing is flying and sleeping or eating or whatever. But I'm tired. I always am. When I travel, never fails. I always need that day to get to kind of, get back to normal, I guess, and then start whatever is going on. But don't try and get there the same day. I don't do any of that. No. Mm-mm. And I wanted those of you that know, a week ago, I had a birthday. Really, I say a big birthday. It was my 70th birthday on June 22nd. Yay! So I just want to thank those of you that were able to attend the birthday party. It was here in Riverside. I thank God because, and I shared this with everyone about how unfortunately I lost two brothers, one at 52 and one at 49. So for me to even reach 70 was big for me. I mean, I'm the oldest of five. And I have two sisters living, thank God. And we still have our nieces and nephews from my brothers. But it's still, I miss them. And my father passed away also at 65. So my mother lived to be 78. So, but for the most part, our family, they passed away younger. So it was always in my mind. I said, "What makes you think you're gonna live any length of time?" There's no guarantees. So as we know, there's no guarantees of anything. Let's just be honest. But I know today we didn't talk about everything but what I said we're going to talk about, and that's this summer. Problem going out to Marina Valley is one freeway. That's it. Tell it. That's it, Elaine. And I'm telling you, right? I haven't gone out today. I can guarantee you, if I were to go out today, it's packed. Packed. It's so many people. It's just like, wow. But there's a good side and there's a bad side. The good side is, remember, that means this area has grown. That's what it really means. I know I was in San Diego a couple of weeks ago, and I was coming from San Diego back up the Riverside. It was bumper to bumper. I sat there on that freeway going, and there are people that do this every day. They live in Temecula or in Murrieta or Lake Elsinore, but they work in San Diego. Now, to be honest with you, you can't really tell the difference between these counties anymore. They're all like meshing together. I don't know if you guys feel like that. That's how I feel, because it used to be a definite void between San Diego, this kind of gap between San Diego County and Riverside County. Not anymore. That gap ceased to exist. Now it's all one. It might as well be. You have to learn the difference between you have to learn between being tired as a life of being exhausted. Versus a life of being exhausted. Okay. I don't know the difference. I know. I'm looking up here going, okay. You know what? Because I was we came in last night from a friend of ours invited us. Very, very nice, just a get together. Really nice get together. We had a good time. I think I sat down. That was it. Sat down. I don't remember anything after that. I woke up this morning. I didn't even know I was tired. I didn't know anything until I woke up. I was like, wow, I didn't even know I was that tired. But we've been going pretty much this weekend. We had 2 events, or 3 events. And normally I don't do 3 in a weekend. But this weekend, and you know what it is? It's summer. That's summer, feeling. And that's what I think it is. It's that it's the summertime. What's it? The summer fun and the summer. I forget how they go. The lyrics go, but it's still summer. And summer lends itself to barbecues and picnics and going to the beach and this, that, and the other. That's why I put that out there. Let's think, what's happening, people? When I used to travel, I would give myself 2 to 3 days after arriving. There you go. There you go. Come on, Nanette. You have to. Well, I'm going to speak for me. Now, there was a time I didn't do any of those. Now, I give myself time because I said, don't run yourself ragged. Don't do that. We tend to confuse the two, but they require 2 different recharging plans. Okay. I can believe that. Because like I said, I sat down and didn't even know I fell asleep. When I woke up, it was 4:30 this morning. 4:30. I didn't even know. I was like, I woke up, I'm like, what happened? I'm like, what happened? That's how exhausted I was. So I'm telling you, audiobooks make great music. Oh, yes. Wow. I like that. Okay. And I have audiobooks too, but I haven't listened. I listen to some. I'm not gonna say I don't, but I probably should listen to them more. I'll say that. But I know this a friend of mine, she does it with her. She likes to drive and she has her audiobooks on and she listens to them while she's driving too. They make good, I can believe that. So you can get through a lot of books quick. I know, one of my favorite authors. It was cute. Oh, you learned that my life over the past 14 years has created. Oh, yeah. Like I said, we're going to talk. We are going to talk. Okay. For sure. But I was asking about your plans, ladies and gentlemen. What are your plans for the summer? Are you traveling? Are you going to the beach? You going to the mountains? You going camping? You going, I think I put on there horseback riding. What is it? What else did I put down? It could be hiking. This is what I have found for me is that when I plan, whether it comes out or not, I seem to do better than if I don't plan. Because if I don't plan, many times nothing comes of that because I had no plan to begin with. And it's kind of like, oh, if it happens, fine. If it doesn't, fine. But if I sit down and say, okay, we're going to do X, Y, and Z. This is the plan, basically. We're going to do it. And that's what we tend. We may or may not do it. I don't want to say it's always a guarantee. No, there isn't. But we lean toward getting it done as opposed to, well, think about it kind of thing. So I would encourage you, if that's how you want to do things, sometimes, I mean, as they say, you fly by the seat of your pants. You just kind of like, if something happens, fine. Nothing happens, fine. It's okay. It's all okay. So that is for you. Only one can decide that is you. But I think it's nice when you have a plan, depending on if it's traveling, I like to have a plan because I have a short amount of time, or we do if we're traveling, to make things happen. So we don't have the time to sit around and say, oh, well, we just have to wait till something happens because we know we only have a certain amount of time to be somewhere and then we have to leave. I know we haven't gone on a cruise since COVID, and we were cruising before COVID, but that's one I thought about. I haven't done it yet. I just thought about, did I say that, Cole? Okay, I'm glad. I didn't think I put that up there. Millions of people visit for what? That's not funny. He said for what? You know why? We're the Golden State. People, I'll tell you, years ago, I asked my mother, how is it that we live in California? That was my question, because much of our family lives in Detroit, in Chicago, they've gone to Florida, they've gone to Texas, they've gone all around. We have family in St. Louis. I said, how did we end up in California out of all of these different places? And we're the furthest away from where we were, where my parents were even born and raised. One answer. I know some of you already know. Snow. That was it. I said, I kept thinking it's going to be some big revelation. It wasn't. She said, snow. How was it? She goes, I don't like the cold. And I asked, I said, have you ever been to California? Nope. I said, so all you knew is that it didn't snow in California. She goes, that's all I knew. I said, okay. I said, but then we could have stopped in Arizona. She goes, I didn't really know too much about Arizona. But that's how our family ended up in California. And they're still here to this day because of one woman's thoughts about the weather. So when you say that, Inoko or Inako, I'm trying to say it right. Say your name correctly. It is, think about it. How, and I thought about this one day, how have my thoughts, because I was raised in San Diego, but I, as you know, live in Riverside. But I came here to go to school and had every intention of going back to San Diego. That was my plan. I'm like, oh, I'll just go to school and then I'll go back, get my degree and then go back. That was pretty much it. But I didn't understand that life had another plan. And the plan was that I ended up getting married and having a family and everything. But that was not my plan. It wasn't. So that's when I say that about having plans. No, it makes a difference. You made a few immediate plans to do in June, but then a medical situation occurred, and now I have to be semi-isolated. So now I'm having to create home fun plans. See, plans change. That's everybody. Everybody knows that. Nanette, you know what it is? You pivot. That's what they call that, pivoting. So you just make new plans. You make it could be. It's funny. I just today. I was looking at the backyard. I said, we could do something in the backyard this summer. Put up a tent, and I don't know, have just a few friends. Oh, nothing big, nothing. No, I'm not doing anything more big. I mean, it'll be something very intimate and very small. Nothing big. So just know. And I see you said, oh, I didn't see what you said. You said we are doing tourists in California with your granddaughter. Okay, where are you guys going? You're tourists in California with the granddaughter. Where are you going? Because I know we were, as you know, two of our granddaughters graduated about a little over a month ago. One from college, and was so proud of her. She graduated from NYU, and the other granddaughter graduated. She's going from high school to college. So we have one going. That means we have two granddaughters in college. Then we don't have anybody graduating next year, but the year after we'll have two grandsons graduating. I tell you, but it touches my heart. You made a few immediate plans to do in June, but then I'm sorry. I was reading yours again. So I think, but then the plan is to be, anytime one of the grandchildren, thank you. Yes, we are, Nanette. The grandkids graduate. We really try to be there for them. That's one thing, because remember, we have grandchildren in New Jersey and New York area on the East Coast. So when we go back there, we tried all the while they were growing up. We went as much as we could. The goal was once a year, because it was easier for us to go there than it was to bring everybody here. So once a year, and the most, we never let 2 years go by that we didn't see them. And so when we do see them, it's always like, we're all, yeah. That just touches my heart. It really does. And this is Denise. Hi, Dr. Denise. Hi there. I think this is the first time I've seen you. I think it is. Good to see you. I tell you, ladies and gentlemen, if there's any nurses here, this is Dr. Denise Roberts. She's the president of the Greater Inland Empire Black Nurses Association. Hope I got it right. So if you're a nurse or you know someone who is and you'd like to join, let me say this too. I don't know if you want to put your website up so we and you never know who knows who. I've learned that lesson. You don't know who's going to say, oh, I know a nurse, that kind of thing. Bay Area and Southern California. Drove, okay, Pacific Coast Highway 1. Wow, it's a beautiful drive. That drive, ladies and gentlemen, if you've never been on PCH 1, you should do that drive. We did it a few years ago. We were at the Monterey Jazz Festival, and we did that drive. It was just beautiful. You just kind of just roll on that drive. Oh, okay. You said you're gonna put that up. Yes, your first. Okay, good. Well, we can't make it your last. Remember, I already asked you to be a guest. You know, she's gonna come on. I don't know when, but she's gonna come on and be a guest on the show for sure, for sure. But that's a very nice drive. You're gonna love that. I'm gonna tell you, love that. And so you came up at a day, Dr. Denise. I didn't have a guest. I do this I haven't done it for a while, actually, to tell you the truth. When I'm on and I don't have a guest on, and I just love when I get a chance to talk to the audience and they get a chance to talk to me. Ta-da! So welcome. Welcome to the Mary D Show. Just come on anytime you want to come on. And then for those of you, many of you already know, if you miss the live, it's always up on YouTube. I have never taken one of my shows down. Never. And even if I mess up a lot, I guess, to be honest with you, but I'm okay with that. I had to get past that and say, okay, it is okay if it's not perfect. It's okay. And you said you enjoy. Oh, that's so sweet of you. Thank you. I enjoyed the show. Can you tell? I don't think you were here at the beginning. I was telling everybody how if I make a joke, my kids tease me because I'll make a joke and I laugh at it. And they're like, Mom, you're supposed to be able to make the joke and not laugh. I said, but it's funny to me, so why would I not? They were teasing me about it. Elaine says, medical situations definitely have me pivoting now. Oh, how and where I travel. Even with some mobility issues. I went to my 60th. Well, you go. High school reunion in New Orleans. And so I know I could still travel. Good for you, Elaine. How was it? We had our 50th, but they didn't do anything. And I'm not mad because I didn't do it. I wasn't like I was the chair or anything either. Oh, Bessie Miller. Hi, Bessie. How are you? Welcome. Elaine, you said, what did you say, Elaine? You said, hi there, Dr. Denise. Lady, we have to catch up. I know. Dr. Denise is everywhere. Everywhere. I think if I go somewhere I don't see Dr. Denise, I'm like, where's Dr. Denise? We see each other so many places. We really do. In the same rooms all the time. You said hi. You repeat. Thank you for joining the show today. We appreciate your comments. There is our executive producer, Oliver Welch. Hi, babe. I told you guys he's there. I know people go all the time. They'll say, well, your husband's so quiet. He is, but he's not as quiet as you guys think he is. He's still, he says, oh, thank you, sweetheart. Who doesn't want to hear that? Who doesn't? I want to hear I can't go get it, but I have a sign in the bathroom that says, good morning, gorgeous. And I look at that sign, it makes me smile. And I just go, who doesn't want to hear that? So I just read that to myself. So thank you. Oh, thank you. That is so sweet of you. You know what it is? I think. This is what I think. I'm going to tell you guys. My mom told me this. I don't know how true this is. I'm going to tell you what she told me. Because she said, when I was born, I'm the child of a teenage mother. My mother was 16 she was married at 15 and she had me at 16. And she said, they say hello or thank you, Oliver. And so I'm the product of a teenage mom. My mother was 16 years older than me. And she told me, so of course I wouldn't know anyway, but she said, when you were a baby, your grandmother, which is on my father's side, that my father's mother, she said she would not put you down. She just kissed on you and loved on you. She said it was like, I told you, if you don't put that baby down so she can, learn how to crawl and everything else. But my mom said, because I was the only grandchild, that that grandmother had. So my father's side. On my mother's side, it was a lot of babies. So it wasn't nothing new for them. I was just another grandchild, but to my father's mother, I was like the world to her. And so she told me all about her. And she said, you were so precious and special to her. She would give you a bath and just lotion you all up and just kiss on you and love on you. I think that has affected me probably my whole life. I didn't really know it, but knowing I was loved, knowing all of that. And I remember talking, she actually was telling me about, she said, Mary, I think all that love went into you. That's why you love people so much. That you didn't know it, but I was watching how she would be with you and stuff like that, and how she just loved on you, and you just would giggle and all those kind of things. But I was with her all day for a year, all day, every day for a year. And then she passed away. So I had one whole year that I never knew her. I never met my grandmother on my father's side. So I never got a chance to know her. I wish I had, but I didn't. And but I think that could have something to do with my love for people, that I just enjoy. I enjoy all of you guys so much, whether you're getting the text from me, whether you're getting the email from me, whether you get it, and the love is it touches my heart. When I send out the Christmas and the one that really that you guys send back more any other one is the Valentine's. I send that Valentine's message out, and Oliver tell you all day long we hear bing, bing, bing. That's when people are sending text messages back. And one day he had asked me before he knew what it was, and he said, "What is that? What is that? Bing, bing, bing. Going on with your computer?" I said, "Oliver, that's love. That's love. I know it's gonna make me cry, but it means a lot. It means a lot. Just knowing that you're there. You guys don't even know. Some of you I've never met. I don't know, but I know you're there. I know that you care. I know that you'll send text messages, because many of you text back to that same number. I try to answer every message. I hope I haven't overlooked anyone. I try to make sure I answer you. If you send a text message to me and or have a question, whether it's about the books, whether it's about anything, whatever it is, I try to respond, because I always think you took the time. You took the time to do that. Right now, let me share this with you. I am locked out of my Facebook. I think I'm in Facebook jail. I've been in Facebook jail before. I think I'm back in there, as a matter of fact. And so I got to figure out how to break out, ladies and gentlemen, how to break out of Facebook jail. So if you wonder why I haven't been posting, that would be why. So I'm trying to figure it out and trying to get out of Facebook jail. I think I'm in Facebook. I don't want to say Facebook jail, because I don't know if that's what this is, but it feels like Facebook jail to me. I don't know, but we'll see. But anyway, I just wanted to, those of you that's wondering why has she been posting, that's why. It's a block or something. I don't, and maybe I'll get out of there soon. I don't know, but I'm just gonna keep going. What can I do? Oh, thank you. I wanted to make sure I got that. Oh, okay, Oliver, girl, those people. This is what why I'm always thanking Oliver, because I actually said this to someone, and he's watching, so he knows I'm telling the truth on this. Is that Oliver lets me be me. And I know that I'm going to say it again. Lets me be me. And I know some people who go like, what does that mean? I know people that can't be themselves because that husband or boyfriend doesn't like it. They don't want them being outgoing or those kind of things, and forces them to be somebody they're not. That is what makes a difference, I think, for me and Oliver. None of this bothers him. If anything, he's right there with me. It's like, as you could tell, that makes a difference, because we'll go somewhere. Oliver is usually at the table, and I go, are you okay? Because he knows I'm about to run around that room. But that's how it's been, and he's okay. But I really know you have to be a person that you are strong in who you are. Without that, he couldn't do that. If he had any other, insecurities, he couldn't do that. So the power of love is so needed to thrive. Tell me about it, Nicole. Tell me about it. 21 years we've been married. 21, going on 22 now. I tell you. And I always tease him. I always say, they said it wouldn't last. That's what I always tell him. He always say, who said it wouldn't last? You were starting a love revolution. Girl, people, there's a lot of people in love, period. Not just IE. It's all over in this whole world. Well, we know, anyway, I don't want to get into that. I don't want to get into what's going on because I get into that. That's another whole story. I will tell you, okay, let me say this. Even whatever is going on politically, let me say this to all of us. So we're clear on this. It has nothing to do with how we treat each other. Period. That's our choice. It really is our choice. It doesn't matter. I always say this. I know someone, they left California and moved out of the country behind elections. And I said, I can't live my life behind the elections. I'm like, well, I don't like who got elected, so I'm leaving the country. Okay, bye. But my thing is, why should I let someone else's decision affect my life? I just don't see it. So I would say to each of you, and I think you guys already, I don't have to tell you this, just a reminder, just be kind to people. I always say kindness wins. That's what I always say. And then it says, if you can be anything, it's near my desk here. I'm going to have to show you guys all this stuff. If you see one of these days, I'm going to show you what the office. Once I put all the certificates up, I'll tell you guys what I will do. And they're stacked up right here next to me. Once all the certificates are on the walls, then I'll show you the office. I will turn the camera around and you get to see the environment that I work in. Because people, they often ask me, where do you work? And where's your studio? And that kind of thing. I've been blessed. I work from home. And that's what I tell anybody. It's a blessing to be able to work from home. It really, really is. Let me tell you though, so I can share this with you guys. As many of you know, let me get this, agape love. Yeah. Come on, Yoko. Now see, for somebody tired, you're doing good. You are doing good. But you traveled, thousands of miles, because I've been to Europe and I've been to West Africa. I was in flight. How many hours were we in flight? At West Africa, I want to say 16 hours, something like that. Europe, probably about the same, 14 hours, something. To Europe, I flew out of LA. Let me think. I'm just trying to remember. I flew out of LA. But to Africa, I flew out of New York. Flew to New York, stayed for 2 weeks, and then went to West Africa. So I would say, but the hours that you're in flight it's just unreal to be in flight 10 hours and 12 hours and all those kind of things. It's amazing how that can wear you out, though. Isn't that amazing how you get tired? And you just, between standing up, sitting down, and eating food, it wears you out. But anyway, I'm just glad you made it home safely, Noko. I'm glad. You said amen to that. We are each an individual and have a choice to treat. We do. I don't know why people miss that, Elaine. I don't know why they do that. Whatever that is going on, mistreating people is a choice. Remember, on July 1st, California has a new gas tax that goes into effect. The gas price may go up by at least, that's tomorrow, right? Then I better go fill up today, because it's like 70 cents or more. Fill up your, I'm with you. Go and fill up today. Wow. Whoa, that's big. We already have the highest gas in the country. Well, I don't want to say the country. I don't want to say that. I would say we have some of the highest gas. I can tell you that, because when we were in New York, I don't remember what their prices were, but I don't think it matched California. And Bessie says, amen, sister. It is such a blessing. Sometime I'm wearing my gown, grown, working from home. Okay. I know. I love it. I tell anybody. So I'm going to have to stop saying I'm retired. I'm going to have to stop saying it, because I really do work. But I was going to share with you guys. As many of you know, you said you're not retired. You're not tired. I have children's books. I'm going because I know I'm looking at the time. I want to share these with you. I don't know, and somebody here may know. That's why I'm going to share this with you. I would like to share the books prior to your trip. Okay, good. Okay, good. You needed that rest then. You needed it. That's what happened. You needed that rest. You've already filled up today? Did you see that, Oliver? We got to go fill up. We got to go fill up today. We can't wait till tomorrow because they're probably going to run out of gas with this new tax coming. But even though we fill up today, it's still not, there's no way of getting around it. You got to have gas. And anyway, I don't even want to talk about it. Okay, things you think you got it wrong? I think it went up today because it went up today? I thought it was going up on the 1st. Anyway, I hope it didn't. I don't know. But anyway, what I want to share with you, I'm trying to get my children's books onto Native American or Indian reservations. What? Oh, that did not help me at all. It was I'm already, because I drive an SUV, I was already over 100. It was over $100 to fill it up prior to any gas. That's just what it's been. $100 is getting to be like $50 to me. I'm just gonna speak for me. I don't know if anybody else feel the same way. It feels like what? It's just not. It doesn't go anywhere like it used to me. I'm just like, wow. You have a friend who will? Oh, you have a friend that knows how to do. Okay. I don't know if you've seen my books. Okay. I think this is about getting on the Indian reservations. I don't know how. I don't have a clue. Someone did tell me what to do. I tried the Bureau of Indian Affairs. And we still talking about gas. Oh. Okay. Yep. That's what I'm talking. Okay, you meant to say that you think you got it wrong because I was at the gas pump today, and my middle grade was almost $5. My husband's in Yuma, Arizona, and his gasoline is only $2 or something a gallon. Doesn't that make you sick? I know when we go across country and we see how much it is, it's like, ugh. But what you gonna do? I have a friend who connect me with someone. Okay, thank you. See what I'm talking about? That's why I say stuff. I had to learn. And what did I say? I didn't know you knew anybody. I just said, I'm going to put it out there and you never know. You never know. And I'm going to hold them up. Okay. Thank you. Just so those of you who haven't already seen it. This is Peyton, the pink whale with the yellow tail. So you can see what the books. Ta-da. And this is Bradley Can't Find His Pants. My children's books. Not my adult books, by the way. This is a children's. Bradley Can't Find His Pants. Ta-da. And this is Justin Lost a Tooth. Now, I have another one coming out in August. So you guys that's the one I've been talking about when I was on the moon. That one comes out in August. So I'll let you guys know more about that one. And Annette, you said mine was $25 for 6 gallons, but yeah. See, that's what I didn't want to say, Nanette. That's what we use. That's because our mechanic told us only use that on our car. Now, let me tell you, not recently though, but a few years ago, I went to use the cheaper gas, and I took the car in, and he said, "You just not gonna listen to me, huh?" He said, I guess you could see in the carburetor, so I don't know. But he said, I'm telling you, use Chevron. So Chevron, just so you know, and I'll be the first to tell you, that gas is expensive. It is not cheap. But let me also say this, ladies and gentlemen, the car doesn't knock. I don't know if you guys if you've ever heard that knocking when cars have cheaper gas. That's what I'm just gonna tell you. That's what I noticed. But he told me, he said, I'm telling you that the gas burns cleaner. He's telling me all this stuff. I didn't want to hear it. I wanted to use the cheap gas because I'm looking at $1 a gallon less. Is what I was looking at. But he's like, nope, you're gonna have to use a higher octane gas. Not that I know what he's talking about, but I finally now I don't use anything but Chevron. Sure do. I stuff facts because I know that is the best, for the cars. You said so cute. You want one. Oh, Bess. I can tell you where you can get it, Bessie. You go to Amazon and I forgot to say that. You put in, go to Amazon, go to the website and put in Mary D. Welch and the page will come up. Even this one's there. To say no, this book, number 1 on Amazon for 2 weeks. And I say, I don't want to say little book because that just diminishes it. But I'm going to say this book is powerful. And I'm the author and it's powerful. I'm saying that because I was such a yes person. And I've shared this with you guys before. I had 4 events, the same exact time, the same exact day. This is all true. From that experience, but honestly, I wouldn't write a book for years later. But I realized then I came home, I took a shower and got into bed. I never went to anything because I knew then I have a problem. That's what I knew. It's like, you have a problem. You have a problem, whether you know it or not. You have a problem. You don't know how to say no because every time people are like, oh, you can make it. I'm thinking, I just said yes to them. So I know I can't say yes to you too. But what do I say? I kept saying yes. Now, no longer. Whatever hits that calendar first, that's it. Everything else is a no. Thank you for asking. I can give you guys some scenarios, but the bottom line is whatever gets there first. That's what I had to finally get there. And now I'm there. But I'm going to share this with you. It may or may not help anyone. I don't talk about this book. I'm going to have to do a whole show just on this book. Save Your Home from Probate. I wrote this one also. Now, this is a California. No, this is nationwide. So this isn't even the California edition. Why is this book important? Because it has, it's for educational purposes only. And I have to stress that because law school. They told us you never say anything legal without saying, number 1, I'm not an attorney. I almost forgot that part. And I'm not. Number 1, I'm not an attorney. But I know about this. I'm not authority on a lot of things, but I know about this. And that is to save your home from probate. Because unfortunately, we've experienced probate. My mother passed away. I'm just here to tell you, it is not pretty. It isn't. It's one of the, in my opinion, I call it the devil. I call probate the devil. Does it? I don't know. He didn't. When I tried to use it, he said nope. That Chevron's still the best one. He said I think it's Tektron that's in there. It's whatever it is. I don't even know the chemicals. I couldn't tell you anyway. But that's what he told me. So that's all we use is Chevron. That's all I put in there. But let me tell you, it's literally $1 a gallon more. Think about what I'm saying now. $1 a gallon. Yep, Jennifer has to use, premium Chevron in her car stuff. And unfortunately, Costco's gas doesn't work for her. I could use, I'm telling you, Elaine, I'm trying to, and it could be, if you have, I'm going to say high-end vehicles. I'm just going to be honest with you guys, ladies and gentlemen. You drive them high-end vehicles, you have to pay that high-end gas. That's about it. I don't see any way around it. But that's just the truth. That I don't know what that knocking is. I don't know, but I don't hear it. When you put that Chevron, I don't hear that knocking. I'm going to speak for me. I can't tell you about anybody else. Amen to that, my sister. I need to say notebook just as well. And I will go to Amazon. Oh, okay. That was nice. And all I can tell you, take a look. And if you see something you like, I appreciate the support. I haven't talked about a lot of, and you know what? Okay, I got to change my ways. He says, I'm doing voice recognition. I need to stop, but I'm saying I need to say no. Oh, you need to say no, but okay. There it is. This one, and you know what? I'm going to be honest. Bessie, you can read this in 30 minutes. This is 38 pages. But it is powerful. It is so powerful. There's a businessman right here in Riverside. He told, I didn't even know this until recently. And he said, Mary, I keep your book on the corner of my desk. It sits there because he goes, every single day, somebody's asking me to do something and I have to say no. And I pick up that book. He said, I dog-eared the pages. He said, I dog-eared the pages so I know which one to use, And I started laughing. I said, I am just honored that you feel, He goes, no. I said, I wouldn't be using it if it didn't work. It works. And I can tell you guys, we only have 5 minutes. I'll give you that quick story about one of the ladies that used the book. And her supervisor, just really quickly, her supervisor was coming toward her with what's in her work. Let me say that. Somebody else's work, and the supervisor going to give it to her. And she remembered what I put in the book, and she used it. The supervisor said, thank you, turned and gave the work to somebody else. Think about that. Not only did she, because, let's just be honest, a supervisor is in a parental role. We always want to make them happy, like it or not. That's just how it is. So the hardest thing for her was always, I didn't know how to say no because I wanted to stay in the good graces of that supervisor. But once she learned how to say no, the key is not just saying no, it's saying no nicely. That's the key. Nicely. And I talk about no is a weapon. Because how you say, anybody say no, and they say they have an attitude and got that, a little ugliness in their voice. We don't like that. But what if I said, no. There's still no. But it's all in here. I talked to you about how you say it is just as powerful. Just as powerful. And you can say no nicely. You can say it ugly. All of those are still no. But do you want to maintain that relationship with that person? Which is most of the time we do. I didn't even talk about how to say no to your kids, how to say no when people ask you for money. I'm telling you, y'all, you need to get that money if you don't have it already. But I know we're getting down on time. I have enjoyed this. I haven't done this in a long time. Maybe that's what it is. I needed some one-on-one time with y'all. Maybe that's what it was. I was missing you. Maybe. If you look up the Clean Air Act, you see what or who they support in relation to gas stations. Oh, thank you. Thank you. All right. Thank you, Dr. Denise. I tell you, all of you guys, powerful. I only saw one mail on here, setting professional boundaries. But you guys saw that, right? Setting boundaries on here. I don't know if you can see it. I can't tell if I think that's it. So if anybody knows how to break out of Facebook jail, please call me. My number will be in this text, in this cell. I'll call you back, I promise you. Because I am in Facebook jail. I know that's what it is. They don't want to say that. It's Facebook jail. Anybody else been in Facebook jail? It is no fun being in Facebook jail. I promise you that. And you may say, how do you know you're in Facebook jail? Because you can't post. That's how I know. Oh, thank you. I haven't done this in so long. That's what this is. I miss you guys too. I have not had a one-on-one with you guys in so long. Crystal. Hi, Crystal. You said, hi, Mary. I hope you had I did. Oh, I know. Miss Denny was there. Miss Denny and Kelly, they came. Oh. So, yes. I know we're running out of time. Oh, you said, okay. Dr. Denise, you said, good luck. Okay, you going to get me out of jail? I know. Dude, I'm telling you, somebody know how to get out of Facebook jail. Because I was in here years ago, and a lady just went, boom, I was out. I broke out of jail. I know that sounds crazy, but it is what it is. I didn't want to say I was in Facebook jail, but I really am in Facebook jail. And don't be going around telling people I'm in jail, people. Don't do that. How much you guys doing? Because they'll be like, if you heard that Mary's in jail? No, Mary's not in jail. She told me. Oh, she did? Okay. Well, I know we're getting low on time. Oh, is it 2:00 already? Ladies and gentlemen, wow. Oh, I love each and every one of you. Thank you for spending time with me today. We'll be back next Monday. I'm going to have to do more of these one-on-ones with you guys because I truly enjoyed this. So I love you. I'll see you next Monday. Have a wonderful week, and we'll talk again soon. Oh, before I go, I almost forgot. 619, and then 669-8603. Call me. Here we go. Let me put it up for you. Because anybody that knows how to get out of Facebook jail, call me, please. Please. Love you guys. Take care. Let me leave it up for a second because in case you have to run and get a pen or pencil, I want to make sure you guys can. Somebody got to break me out. Break me out of jail. I know I should. You know what? I should send that email, huh? Mary is in Facebook jail. Can somebody break her out? Only thing is, it's gonna start another conversation. You know how that go. They're gonna be like, "Is she really in jail? I heard Mary was in jail." That's the only reason I can't send that kind of message out because it's some kind of way it'll get convoluted in that process. So anyway, but everybody take care. I'll talk to you next week. Bye, everybody.